Good morning, my people. I want you to follow along as I demonstrate some of the best stretches that you can do to help your body feel better, beginning with this cat and cow. I'm on my hands and knees and I'm putting an arch or a hump in my back, breathing deeply throughout. And then I'm going to change into the cow pose where I'm extending my head away from my shoulders with a back bend and my pelvis tilted anteriorly. And now I'm going to tilt my pelvis again and relax my head, putting an arch in my back. Remember to breathe deeply throughout all of these stretches. Your breath, your breathing, your flow of breath is what's really going to help stretch and relax your body. And here's a variation. While I'm in the cow pose, I'm going to lean forward, and it's just putting a different stretch on my hips and my back. And now in the cat pose, you'll see me. I'm going to lean back slowly, bringing my hips toward my heels, accentuating the stretch, deepening the relationship between my spine and my pelvis so that I can breathe deeper, having more oxygen in my spine. And here in that cat pose, I'm leaning forward and I'm repeating this. Repeat this as many times as your body needs. It should really help you feel better and breathe better. Okay, and this stretch is a child's pose to cobra. So in this child's pose, I'm stretching my arms out with my head relaxed and my hips towards my heels. And I want to breathe deeply, breathe all the way down into my hips. And then I'm going to raise up to a cobra pose. Now this is a little more advanced as I'm pressing away with my hands, putting a big arch in my back. And I'll also demonstrate a variation of that if it's difficult for you to press away with your hands. Going back into the child's pose here, relaxing my head and my neck, stretching my arms out and just breathing deeply. And then going back into the cobra pose. This is a variation that a lot of people may be more comfortable with depending on your back's mobility. And now here what I'm doing is adding blocks to that same stretching movement. And so prone back bend with blocks means prone. My body's face down, even though I'm doing a back bend with the blocks beneath my knees. And so what this is going to do is just going to stretch my back a little bit more deeply with my knees elevated from the level of my hips. And I'm turning and rotating my head to feel for any tightness. Remember to keep breathing deeply and feel for any tightness. If you feel tightness in a certain area, that's what you need to address throughout the week, whether it be ice, compression, resting, some more stretching, maybe a deep massage, deep tissue massage. And right here, I'm just gonna lay down, relax my head with my knees still elevated on the blocks. And I'm gonna go into a cobra or another back bend. And I'm twisting here again, feeling for any tightness. And I want to breathe through it all. Remember to keep breathing. Don't stop breathing deeply. Let your breath massage your muscles and your tendons and everything inside of your body so that you can relax and come away from these stretches feeling better. And then I'll go into a child's pose with these blocks. My knees still on the blocks, bringing my hips down, and I'm really stretching my arms to stretch my thoracic spine or my upper and mid back. All right, in this child's pose, I'm going to use the blocks beneath my wrists, keeping them higher. Once again, stretching my thoracic spine a little bit more. And I'm stretching my arms out, rotating them. Really want to feel the stretch, keeping my head down onto the mat and relaxed. And now I'm going to bring the blocks back behind my elbows. And this is going to be a great tricep stretch when you bring your hands back over to the back of your neck in this child's pose stretch, and then extend them forward and repeat. Now this is a child's pose without the blocks, as your body can lay closer to the mat. And do the same thing. Bring your hands together, put your pinkies together, and bring your hands back and give yourself a pat on your upper back behind your neck. It's a great tricep and lat stretch. So this is one of my favorite stretches. This is a reach through. I'm in a child's pose position, and I'm going to reach one arm beneath my body across to the opposite side of my body. and I'm laying on it. And I'm extending my arms. Now I'm gonna raise my top arm up over my body directly, really stretching my upper back and my shoulders in this position during this reach through. Remember to breathe deeply. If you want to rotate that upper arm to the left and to the right, feel for any tension, any tightness, and repeat the same to the opposite side of your body. Naturally, our bodies get more tight, one side versus the other. And so as we stretch both sides of our bodies, as we bend back and forth and continue to alternate, we can feel which side is tighter than the other, and we can address that. Okay, next, I'm gonna stand up, keeping my hands on the mat. I'm walking my feet up to my hands for a static hamstring stretch. A lot of my athletes are familiar with this stretch. This is one of our go-tos to really stretch our hamstrings, our calves, down to our Achilles and our lower back. Remember to breathe deeply, let your head hang, and relax. Okay, now I'm gonna perform a downward dog with yoga triangles. I hope you're following along. If you don't have a set of yoga triangles, check the link. These are great props to help people like me who can be stiff sometimes and need some assistance that the traditional rectangular prism blocks can't help your body with. See, these are triangles that help you perform certain stretches and movements a little bit better. And now I'm gonna walk my hands back into a pike with these yoga triangles. It's a great posterior chain stretch. Just keep in mind, let your head hang, relax, and breathe deeply. And this next stretch is one of my favorites. You're gonna lay on your back and bring your knees up over your hips with your legs together. Now lay both legs to the left side of your body. Stretch both arms out wide, keeping both of your back blades flat. It's a great hip stretch. And then after you've held that for several deep breaths, you can bring that arm over to the same side of your body that your legs are stretched on. And then do the same thing with your legs still together. Bring your knees over your hips and then turn your body to the right side, keeping both back blades flat. And when you've taken 5-6 deep breaths, you can turn that opposite arm onto the same side of your body that you're stretching and then back over. Repeat this as many times as you may need. This is a great stretch for those with really tight hips. And while still laying on your back, go ahead and put your hands on your knees and then rotate your body to the left and to the right slowly. These are great hip rotations to help you open up your breath in your hips. We keep a lot of tension in our lumbar spine, and this can help relieve that.
Good morning. That's all it takes sometimes, just to open your body up, make it available for the right kind of energy. It's too many times we just come and go, wake up, and just go about our day without giving respect or regard for our bodies and what it goes through every day, what happens on the inside, the things that we can't see, which are thoughts, which sometimes manifest into action. We have energies also that are emotions, and we have spiritual energies. We have to make our bodies comfortable, stress-free, light, and open to receive the energy that's going to support those things, our mental and psychological health, our emotional health, our spiritual health. And sometimes that's all founded with the physical health. If you got pain going on, you're not going to want to do anything. However, if we don't address that pain, then we're not going to do anything. We're not going to get better. We're not going to improve our own quality of life, which is why we're all here. So love y'all, and I really just want to see you healthy.